Gigantic.
Pop.
Hey everybody, it's Super Bowl Sunday, February 11th, 2024. This is Gigantic Pop with a quick hit. The wrestling quick hit. What? The WrestleMania XL teaser trailer just dropped. WWE trying to get in on that big game hype, debuting at 6 p.m. Eastern before kickoff. A teaser trailer for WrestleMania XL. Now Raj Giri has turned his camera off in protest. Oh, he's turned it back on. I guess he saw the trailer and it's okay. We want to do a quick reaction. This is just going to be a few minutes, but what we want to talk about is that this trailer is Cody doing the voiceover and Triple H saying you haven't seen anything yet. But as homework in the chat saying like Seth Rollins is in that channel or in that teaser trailer. And with that in mind, I think the prediction we were talking about last night about night one, it being a tag match with Roman and The Rock versus Seth and Cody, based on that trailer, this feels like that's happening. And Matt and I were just arguing off the air because he said, no, it's got to be Cody and Roman finishing the story night two. That's bigger. Cody versus Roman night two is huge for fans of the product, but I guarantee you WWE is going to promote the hell out of night one if The Rock is back in the WWE wrestling ring, and that is the main event. They're going to consider night one the bigger night this time. That's Saturday night.
No, they're
WWE for the mainstream
okay, listen,
fans.
You just absolutely destroyed the oxygen in the room for the last 3 minutes here. Okay, I know how bad you want this to be a tag. I know others do too, and it's going. It could be night one.
Night one's going to be a tag.
Well, yeah, night one could be a tag, but let me argue this: it still could be Seth versus Rock. It still could. What out of that commercial let you know that it can't be Seth versus Rock? Potentially, I'm not saying it is. I'm saying that's another potential match. There's 4 guys. There's 3 matches they can have.
The Rock is mad at Cody for the thing about your grandfather would be ashamed of you. The Rock ain't got no heat with Seth. I feel like they could do that, but it seems to me that Rollins beef is with Roman. Roman's out there practically doing yo mama jokes. Seth Rollins.
The problem with Seth right now is he's 4th tier. You don't have Rock, The Rock with 4th tier. You know what I mean?
That's the point. That's the whole point. You elevate that title. Seth beats him.
Nah, it's gonna be a tag, dude. It's gonna be a tag.
It's got to be Rock versus Roman, or you don't do a singles match with The Rock unless it's
you're not listening to me. Stop giving a shit about being right, like every other stupid Mark podcast tries to do. That ain't us. What we're doing, we're trying to talk about possibilities and what makes more sense. So, Raj, you're gonna say with a straight face, it makes more sense to the company to do a tag match than it was potentially this brand new title you just started a year ago. You're trying to make it mean something, and you think pinning The Rock with your champion is a terrible idea to put importance on that title, make it mean something?
I think as far as the best match possible was The Rock versus Roman Reigns, and these Mark fans have turned.
I'm one.
These we want Cody #motherfuckers have turned it, so that's not a possibility this year. Maybe down the road, but y'all fucked it up. So yes.
I'm telling you, dude, from an optics point of view, Matt, like it is huge if they could promote this match with The Rock. And again, it goes back to the original WrestleMania. It goes back to the original WrestleMania being a tag main event for night one.
You cannot have Cody versus the Roman now. You have to do that. So that's got to be night 2. That's got to be the ending scene, right? Like Cody, if he lost, he would be Lex Luger, right? Like they would just lose all the steam. He has to win. He has to win night 2.
So do you
night 1, Roman pins Cody, I think.
Okay, so remember what I said last night, right, guys? Like they do the tag, they beat the shit out of Cody. I mean, they leave him bloodied. They leave him dead for dead.
Yes.
And he limps into Mania night 2. Limps into night 2, screwed up, taped ribs, whatever. We think he's banged up, storyline mode. And it means more when he beats Roman. That's still, but yes.
Yeah.
I just.
So is this?
And it protects Rock. You guys are right. It protects Rock too.
And what if this might be too Attitude Era friendly, But what if night 2, Rock and Roman are the ref is knocked out. They're beating the shit out of Cody, and so Stone Cold's music hits.
Ooh.
And then Damian Priest cashes in just for kicks.
Get Stone Cold and The Rock face to face. Like just, I know it's leading too far into nostalgia, but Jesus Christ, I'd mark the fuck out.
Pop wise, like this, just for the pop, I'd love to see that. But this company has been at the all-time high right now of actually creating its own stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Its own main eventers. This was my company. If this was, God, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No.
I was saying this chaos that they've been creating has been working. They're doing the best SmackDown ratings they've done in years. Raw has been, the ratings have been off the hook. So it's working. What they're doing right now is working. And when you have people being like, oh, it's too insiderish, it's like The Rock joining the TKO board is not insiderish.
No,
it was covered on CNN and the Wall Street Journal. And, that's not an insider. Everyone knows.
Business reports, everything covered the fact that he's on the board.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, so people, it's funny, Matt, people are speculating online. You're not the only one. The people are like, oh, it's going to be The Rock versus Seth. But it's like, okay, so why are we doing this tournament? Why are we doing Elimination Chamber?
No, you're right. You said it to me last night when I tried to say this, and you guys are correct.
And, and Matt, I don't often say this. You're normally the one that puts this over for me. But to me, this is, why don't we get that title off Asuka and put it on Charlotte to make it a triple threat for the women's main event of Mania in 2019 or whatever. Like this just seems like they've got all the reason in the world to do this. And it makes night 2 more exciting to what you're saying. And what's funny, they haven't talked about this, and I'll talk about this if we get to interview Cody. Cody in interviews talked about like his favorite movie series that he's watched to get him pumped for all this is the Rocky series. This is happening in Philadelphia. Cody Rhodes is running those Rocky steps at some point for a promo for this. So the idea that he comes limping into night 2 and goes the distance and beats Roman potentially, like that's
kill him night 1. Kill him.
That's how Cody wants to finish the story.
They have to bury him 8 feet under before night 1 is over. They have
by
to.
Cheating though, like not fair and square. Yes. Yeah.
Or Roman just looks dominant. I mean, unbeatable. Do you know what I mean? Because then it means that much more going into night 2. Is he going to be able to do this? He's got his ass kicked last night. What's going to be different about tonight? Except he's got broken ribs and a screwed up elbow or something.
Yeah, and guys, we are going to be back here in a few hours after the Super Bowl.
After the Super Bowl.
I got to take off here in a few minutes, but real quick, Okada to AEW. Quick thoughts.
It's done.
It's done.
I mean,
pretty much
kind of what we assumed.
We did assume that.
We knew Tony Khan. Okada's the kind of guy that Tony Khan is not going to let go.
No way. I know many people won't agree with me on this. I do think storyline wise, TV wise, I do think they would do more with him on TV versus I don't trust WWE yet, although they're doing a good job with our Japanese talent in the female division. I'll give them that. They are. But for whatever reason, when they bring a male, I know Nakamura everyone uses as the example, but he's still not where I thought he would be. It's not on him, by the way. It's on them.
And it's been rough. I mean, it was rough when WWE was interested in pushing him to the top. They gave him that terrible feud with Dolph. Like it's great he came back from that. But yeah, it's
to be fair, Nakamura wasn't really all that over on the main roster.
He had the most over entrance
in NXT. But
Dolph
on the main roster,
no favors.
Numbers and like I pay attention to that kind of stuff. When his segment would be on,
you don't like that.
There were, like there was no
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, my brain is just wired that way. I'm a fucking dork. But he didn't move numbers. Like his merch was never moving. He was never in the top 5, top 10.
Yeah,
he made no difference for business.
Because of how they projected him.
Yeah. And same thing with Bobby Roode.
So with Vince Russo, you guys will always hear Vince Russo say, because he was my writer at the time, or main writer for creative at TNA at the time. He'd always he had a meeting with us, a talent meeting was telling us how wins and losses don't matter, et cetera, et cetera. And I'm sitting there going, well, it does. If you're some J-Bron that loses every single match, and then you magically get put into a main event of a pay-per-view, do you think everyone's expecting you to win all of a sudden? No.
Yeah.
How are they going to buy your T-shirts if you're the dude that keeps losing all the time?
Right. what person that has been a top star outside The Rock? The Rock did lose a lot back in the day when,
But they gave him cool segments. Stone Cold, they give him a cool second. If he lost, they
well,
give him a cool segment backstage, or coming in this truck, or doing something
well,
cool that the others didn't do to make him look like
yeah.
a star.
And Triple H was trying to bury him. He was trying to make sure The Rock didn't get to a certain level, and he did. But anyway,
Yeah, because nobody could touch that guy on a microphone. Nobody.
Man, it's the Super Bowl starting in a few minutes. I just want to get this super chat. Bravim Sani, Canadian $5. Thank you. Hey guys, Rock takes Rollins night 1. Cody beats Reigns night 2. Rock is the new high chief and world heavyweight champion next year at WrestleMania 41. So we got, man, that's.
He's a.
he can.
They could. I mean, but even with what they're paying The Rock, they're paying him like $30 million over 2 years. That's nothing compared to what he makes on a movie.
Yeah, exactly. The Rock does not give a shit about the money.
Yeah,
that's why when people are like, oh, he was once a part of his deal was to come back. The TKO deal was he has to have the main event. And man, I'm like, dude, Rock could walk in 5 years from now at WrestleMania and get the main event if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
It's because he is that over. He makes
more.
It's not like the last past 10 years he couldn't have walked in and gotten a big payday.
Or the main event every single time, I would argue.
And he's making money off tequila, energy drinks, producing stuff. I mean, he's got an empire, man. He doesn't need this. But
The Rock, I think people forget how big The Rock is. I think wrestling fans are like, he's just coming in taking Cody's, no, he just wants Cody's spot. It's like, you don't realize how big The Rock is.
Raj angling for that Rock interview, co-signing this Cody Crybabies thing.
But seriously, he's the last one. Like celebrity has gotten so fragmented. Like Taylor Swift, The Rock, it's that same.
It's a microcosm of wrestling with everybody that are diehards for that person, and if you ain't down with them, they're friggin'. They think you're the worst person on the planet.
Yeah,
tribalism.
It's actually amazing that Cena busts his ass so hard, but and works so hard and does so many different things, but he doesn't have like a business. He doesn't produce. Like Cena could take some tips, start doing something to give him a little mailbox money.
The Rock, his story is always finished. The Rock.
What do they finish like? The story is what?
His story's already finished. The Rock, he completed his story. We need Cody to finish his story. Fuck you guys.
Raj has been pregame early today. I like someone in the chat was saying have the entire bloodline, the whole family come out, just beat up Cody at the end of night 1, like have Rikishi stink facing him, like everything, Yeah.
Whatever.
But Cody doesn't get to finish his story. All right, I'm done.
Cody finishing his story is what's putting fucking asses every 8 inches right now. And has been. Like he said, he's been doing the cooking for the last 2 years. While your boy is got stung magically by 1,001 bumblebees.
All right, I need to pace myself after.
Because we're coming back tonight after the Super Bowl to do a recap and reaction and stuff. Okay, I just saw Mercedes Moné's at the Super Bowl today. Everyone's there. Now I'm getting the FOMO that I'm like, oh man, maybe we should have gone, hung out downtown. Like everybody's in Vegas today. It's crazy, and we're just sitting home with the cats. Okay.
It's on.
Yes.
Easier.
Okay.
Easier
so
plan.
I know no traffic. I know it's nice on so many and no. We were worried about was parking. Because you go to the hotel sometimes and they're like valet's full. Go park in our secondary lot like a mile away, and we were like, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, I don't either. I'm with you.
And we have great live numbers right now. What are you guys doing? Go watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
catch us later.
We'll be back after. I'm sure we'll still be talking about this, but no. And so some people are speculating WWE is going to air this during the Super Bowl. This teaser trailer.
I would.
No.
Oh, why wouldn't they, Russ? Why?
The money. It's like a
$7 million
$7 million investment to air that commercial.
WWE doesn't have enough, you're saying, or what are you saying?
They haven't done a Super Bowl commercial since like '99. Yeah, that one which was amazing out the window, which was awesome.
Oh, that was a cool. Yeah, I remember it now.
Okay, well, kickoff's happening in 5 minutes. So thanks everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you tonight after the Super Bowl. We'll recap, talk about the commercials, the trailers, and the game. And does Travis propose to Taylor? So all that and more. Join us after the game. Back on Gigantic Pop. Everybody like, share, subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon. #